Okay, everybody, good afternoon. Happy Friday. Hope you're having a pretty good week so far. Meteorologist Sam Gabrielli here with the Weather Impact Alert team. We're still forecasting a very impactful winter storm, bringing some snow, ice. A winter storm watch is still in effect. Again, the timing of the snow will be Sunday into Monday. I know this weekend a pretty popular weekend just after the new year. Maybe a lot of folks are going to be out of town or out of town now. If you are going to be returning back to Louisville, I would go ahead and suggest to make sure you make your way back into the city as early as tomorrow. That's going to be your last chance because we're going to be noticing this band of snow and ice really bring big impacts and look to be impacting our area. Basically starting off Sunday morning, going into all day Sunday, and lingering into the day on Monday. And after the storm does pass, yes, the snow and the ice will be done. It's going to be about a 24 to 30 hour duration of a storm, but once it does pass, we're going to be talking about dangerous cold as wind chills could easily be falling below 0 degrees all throughout the course of next week. Well, let's talk about the good stuff though. Let's get to our graphics and I can show you what we are going to be talking about. So here is the winter storm watch that's in effect. Notice it begins Saturday night, goes all the way through Monday afternoon. Most likely, the National Weather Service in Louisville will be upgrading this winter storm watch into a winter storm warning very soon. Most likely tomorrow morning is when we do expect to see that winter storm warning posted as opposed to the winter storm watch. Also keep in mind, I'm going to be live for probably another 5 to 10 more minutes before we do get into the news at 4. You can tune in, of course, or the news at 5, excuse me. You can also tune in, of course, to your TV as we are going to be live from about 5 to 6:30 p.m. providing you the latest news and weather here at WHAS 11. So let's get started. There's the winter storm watch. So we're talking about Sunday into Monday, and we're not the only ones with this impactful storm because there's actually already winter storm warnings posted from St. Louis to Kansas City, just south of Omaha. Again, mainly west of Louisville. That's where the winter storm warning is already in effect. Here's what we have posted for our area. So again, a weather impact alert day is posted for Sunday and Monday as we're concerned about some accumulating snowfall. Plowable snow will be likely as several inches of snow could be into the forecast, and there will also be some ice accumulation. So again, the main concern will be some ice. It will be some measurable snow as we are expecting to see big time impacts from this storm. And we are also going to be noticing that travel will be greatly reduced, and we also are going to be concerned about just very impassable roads, especially outside the country, that folks might have. Hold on one sec. I'm just trying to send off a quick message. Okay, so along with that, let's get started with the good stuff. So a lot of you might be asking, so how much snow is in the forecast? This is what I'm going with right now. Keep in mind, the forecast may change, but this right now we're looking at about 3 to 6 inches in Louisville of this snow, 6 to 10 inches or more to the north. Anywhere from southern Indiana, Seymour, Scottsburg, you're going to be on that edge of 3 to 6 inches, if not a half foot, all the way to about 10 inches. About 1 to 3 inches down towards Elizabethtown and down just near Bardstown and points south of there, and maybe to about an inch. We're not too concerned about snow towards Bowling Green in London, Kentucky, and points south of there. We're mainly going to be concerned about heavy pockets of rain there and the chance for some ice to be accumulating. Take a look at that ice forecast. Again, about 1/10 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch of ice in the forecast Sunday into Monday for the Louisville area. That will be enough ice to be making for some slick spots on roads. Bridges may be completely covered in ice. Keep in mind, bridges freeze quicker than roads do naturally because air cools off and heats up quicker than the ground does. So usually when you get air that's on above a bridge and under a bridge and the air temperature is colder than the ground, that's what makes the bridge to be freezing quicker than road surfaces. But when you get about 1/2 an inch to a full-on inch, or 1/4 of an inch to a full-on 1/2 an inch of ice down to the south towards E-Town, that's where the big concern will be for some power outages, tree branches easily snapping and falling over with that kind of ice potential. So that's where the big concern will be, and even more ice south of there. Hopkinsville towards Madisonville, Litchfield, north of Bowling Green. that is where we're mainly concerned about a half an inch of ice or more in the forecast. So that's where some very difficult travel will be taking place. So here's actually a look at Futurecast and how this whole system will be evolving as it rolls through. So today, really not a worry in our weather world at all. Of course, sunset just after 5:30. We're going to be hanging out to temperatures in the upper 20s and lower 30s. Into the night tonight, any kind of light snow flurries will be found across eastern Kentucky and extreme northern Kentucky as well as southern Ohio. Waking up tomorrow morning, again, several areas in the lower 20s. As we get you into the daytime hours Saturday, notice only rising to right around freezing, but this will be the calm before the storm. Clouds will be increasing. That's your first precursor into Saturday afternoon and evening for this incoming wave of snow. And there it is, waking up on Sunday, 5, 6, 7 a.m. If you're an early riser, there's the snow to the west of us. Likely in Louisville, we'll see the first couple of bands of snow move into our neck of the woods as early as about 7:30, 8 a.m. And again, some of this snow, the forecast could change, but for now, a lot of our weather forecast models are bringing down the snowfall potential further south than yesterday. If you remember yesterday, some of the snow was mainly going to be for southern Indiana, mainly staying north of the Ohio River. Closer to about 9, 10, 11 a.m. on Sunday, the heavier bands of snow will be kicking in. So we do expect to see colder air to the north and a little bit of some warmer air down to the south. It all depends on where this warmer nose in the atmosphere pushes through. But for now, we're looking at an all-snow event, mainly along and north of I-64 all day on Sunday. Afternoon, take a look down to the south, Mumfordville, Litchfield. That's where there could be some freezing rain and some sleet trying to push its way further north. But we're still going to be looking at some good old snow likely in Louisville basically all day on Sunday. And keep in mind, too, as daytime peak heating happens closer to about 3 or 4 o'clock, that's where temperatures in the atmosphere could be warm enough for some steady, heavier pockets of freezing rain and potential rain down to the south by Mumfordville, Litchfield, and near Hardinsburg. So again, the main emphasis will be for some snow to the north, and then again, there will be that line of freezing rain and rainfall down to the south. This snow will continue to stick around basically all day on Sunday, and then we're finally going to be seeing some freezing rain. Look at it be kind of inching in as early as about 7, 8 o'clock on Sunday. So that'll be p.m. at least. So basically in Louisville, we're going to be starting all of our day out on Sunday with snow, then a transition over to freezing rain and some rainfall, and then a brief break. And notice on Sunday, all of it transitions over to all snow for Sunday morning. So again, we're going to be looking at snow, then some freezing rain, and then back to all snow as the colder side of this low pressure drifts through. So all this is going to be falling in the form of snowfall basically for the first half of Monday and extending into about noon or so. So that's what appears to be worst case scenario. Of course, freezing rain is what we all don't want to see. When you put a little bit of snow on it, that makes for some very slick spots on the roads. And again, travel will be greatly impacted. This is what I'm most nervous about as well, and not a lot of us are talking about it in the community. Take a look at these temperatures. This is Tuesday morning. 20s we're waking up to. We're only going to be rising most likely Tuesday to a high temperature in the middle 20s at best. Wednesday morning, still some very frigid air. And this is the temperature, may I add, this is not the wind chill. So keep in mind, the wind chill will be even colder than the actual air temperature. A lot of us Wednesday morning, waking up to teens, maybe some upper single digits for low temperatures. And then Wednesday afternoon, only making it to the low 20s and upper teens. And Thursday morning, once again, even colder temperatures. So keep in mind, if you're without power due to the ice, some very heavy snow with this storm system is going to be very important. You have plenty of candles with you, flashlight, just in case, and some non-perishable food items, just in case your neck of the woods does lose power when the storm system rolls through. So we're mainly going to be concerned about the heavy pockets of snow, yes, but worst case scenario, that ice is going to be making for some very difficult travel, and of course some power outages will be likely. So one more time real quick before we do have the news here in about 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes on WHAS11. You can always watch it on your mobile app on your phone. You can tune in, of course, if you do have some cable at home as well. We're going to be live from 5 to 6:30, and then again later tonight at 11 p.m. This is that snowfall forecast. 3 to 6 inches in Louisville of snow, 6 to 10 or more up towards Seymour and points north of there, about 1 to 3 for the Elizabethtown area and near Bardstown, and 1 inch down to the south. Keep in mind this forecast still has time for change as this storm system is still upwards of 36 hours out. Here's their ice forecast. We're looking at about 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch of ice in Louisville, upwards of about 1/4 to 1/2 inch of ice in the Elizabethtown area and points east of there. But the main pocket of where there could be about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch of ice, which will be detrimental and bring some widespread power outages, is down towards Bowling Green, Madisonville, Litchfield, and towards the Grayson County area, towards Hart County as well, and near Mumfordville. So this storm is definitely nothing to be messing with. To wrap it up as well, there's your 7-day forecast. So we do have weather impact alert days posted Sunday into Monday as the mix of snow and sleet and freezing rain moves through Sunday, and then all of it will be falling in the form of snowfall basically around 2 or 3 in the morning on Monday and extending into the morning hours and midday hours, even into early afternoon on Monday. So that, again, we're talking about the cold air but dry air on the back edge of that system basically all week long. So again, there's the video update that we have here from the Weather Impact Alert Team. Of course, you can always download the WHAS11 News app on your phone to get the latest details on this forecast, but you can do all the best you can right now to prepare for the storm. Make sure your car has plenty of gas just in case, you know, travel will be very difficult. Make sure you do stock up your place with candles, flashlight, non-perishable food items, just in case this ice does bring power outages to your area. And again, 36 hours from now is when we do expect the first couple of bands of snow and freezing rain to move in. We're going to be live here in about 10 minutes on WHAS 11. Stick with us for the further details. We'll keep you informed.